Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Greg Marshall, and today I want to talk to you about. It sounds like there's a few changes going on here in 2019 when it comes to Instagram likes, and it sounds like they're going to try to remove the feature of you being able to see how many likes certain posts are getting. The actual user themselves can see the likes, so like if you post something, you can see how many likes you have. But it sounds like people that are in the public, they won't be able to read and see how many likes you have, which I actually think is probably a good idea. And the reason why I think that's a good idea is because I think sometimes likes or the vanity metrics get a little bit too much credit based on different factors, right? So just because something has a ton of likes doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great post or that maybe that it even produces any kind of return or hits your business goals, right? Sometimes likes are just that. They're very simple. It's very passive. You can kind of see something, just like it, and just move on. I know lots of people, including myself at times, I have done that, where you see something, oh, that looks kind of cool. You go ahead and click like and you move on, versus actually consuming the content as much as the content creator wants you to, right? So I think removing the public likes also takes quite a bit of pressure off of people that are putting stuff out there, because a lot of times likes act like a popularity contest, and people read into that a little bit too much and think like, oh, well, I'm doing a good job because I have a lot of likes, or I'm doing a terrible job because I don't have any likes at all, which is not always the case, right? There's lots of different ways, different techniques to drive likes, and that's not necessarily the best indicator of success. It could just be one. But most importantly, what you want to do is marketing consumption is what I think is more important than just getting likes. So marketing consumption means how many people actually read the post and then commented, or how many people watched the full video and then maybe they commented, maybe they didn't, maybe they just consumed it. One of the things that I have felt for a long time is marketing consumption sometimes goes by the wayside because people can get a little bit too concerned about what things look like on the surface. So how many likes and how many comments and how many shares, right? Which, like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not telling the whole story. And sometimes marketing consumption, meaning someone watched an entire video, is a lot more valuable than getting 10 likes and 100 comments and 58 shares, because those vanity metrics, they're very passive. It doesn't take very much effort for someone to do that, versus if they watch something all the way through, they've actually consumed the message, or if they read a full post, they consume the message. That's actually what's going to end up getting you results, business results. It's all about marketing consumption. It's not about just the vanity metrics. And I can even tell you, as a marketer, I've listened and heard people say, well, if they're that good at marketing, how come they don't have 1 million likes or 1 million followers, or how come they don't have tens of millions of views, or etc., right? And it's really odd to hear those types of comments, because you're judging off of vanity metrics versus actual results. And results are what really matter. And kind of the irony in all this is the post and the things that tend to give you the biggest return on your investment, they typically don't have a lot of vanity metrics tied to them. In fact, they're usually lower. And it's because the objective is to get a conversion. So if you have someone that's going to buy something, they typically don't like and comment and then buy. They typically just consume the content and then purchase. And you have to think about that. And one of the disciplines, I think, of strong marketing, especially for a business, is you have to discipline yourself to worry more about the marketing consumption and people actually looking at the message that you're trying to give them, and less about how many likes, comments, and shares you're getting, because that will actually drive you in the wrong direction. If you focus just on that, you'll only get that. And your business growth won't be the way you want it to be if you're only focusing on, the vanity metrics. So make sure you're not getting too caught up in that. I think Instagram is is making a good move here, because I've also heard, I've listened to some teenagers and some younger people really get caught up in, man, that didn't get that many likes, so I have to delete this. Or, let's see how many likes I get. And the problem with that thought process is it can make you kind of overly concerned about what everyone else is thinking versus what you're doing, right? And actually connecting with people. And so I think, yes, of course, these social media platforms know how to play on our strings as far as validation and trying to get us to get addicted and keep going, right? And you get that dopamine hit every time a like comes up. So yes, I know that they're doing that, and so of course that's a big part of their plan and strategy. So there is a part of that that's important, but you don't want to get lost in it, because it could actually cause you to, to go up and to go down. Think about dopamine. When you're getting those likes, dopamine goes up. When dopamine goes up, what happens if you don't get the likes? It goes down. It's just like anything else. There's an up and there's a down. So it's actually going to create this loop of causing you to feel high and then low, based on how many likes, right? How many dopamine hits you're getting. So you want to pay attention and not get caught up in the addictive cycle of likes and that dopamine hit. And you want to get yourself programmed to business results and focusing on business results and doing the things that are actually going to drive your revenue, drive your business. Because at the end of the day, the marketing is all about driving business goals, and that's awareness, getting people to engage, and then being able to have them become a customer. So in this video, what I'm not saying is that likes don't matter. What I'm saying is you have to look, it's a small part of the equation, but it's not the full equation. So hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you ever have any questions, leave a comment below or send me a message. Visit my website, gregmarshall.co. I put up some content there, when it comes to marketing. And the way I like to put my stuff out is all the tests that I'm running for all my different clients, and then I come back and report what's working, what's not. So if you like it, subscribe to my channel, follow my pages, do all that kind of stuff as I put content like this out there to be able to help you out. So once again, I'm Greg Marshall, and you guys have a good one.